Oh, welcome back to your girl's favorite lifestyle and sports podcast.
Facts.
Shout out YouTube, shout out MySpace, shout out Formspring,
Wow.
shout out Tumblr, shout out Vine. You already know what time we're on. I am your favorite uncle from the barbecue, aka ooh girl, he still looks cute with the mask off. Downtown Dunzo, and with me as always we have the heartbreaking Hebrew, aka Mr. Editor, aka Mr. Steal Your Bitch,
Facts.
aka Give Her Back because she wasn't that cool to begin with.
Damn.
You know, and we got to give it up because we got a real nigga's birthday in the motherfucking building. My boy. Our boy, a.k.a. Trake, a.k.a. signed to OVO's practice squad.
Facts.
a.k.a. the eyebrow insurgent, a.k.a. you already know what time it is. It ain't light skin, he just bright skin. But you know what it is. We are here. We are returned. Unfortunately, the cheesy gordita chismosa couldn't be with us today. No. She's currently being returned to us from the streets.
Yeah, lost in the
So,
streets.
you know, we'll see Madam Secretary when that time comes. And, you know, we're just going to get it started like we always do. Any words? Everybody's week was good this week?
Yeah, it was good. Last night was fun.
That was fun. You got a little hootie patootie, a little mystery.
Something like that.
I had to sit out last night. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah.
No, smart
One of
business
us had to be ready.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But-
I will say, I wanted one comment though. I want to say, I really think I would eat in the OVO league though. I want that to be very clear. I think I'd eat over there.
Chubbs gives you 20 and 10.
Shut the hell up.
Chubbs gives you 20 and 10.
You can
And
hear me?
as we start every episode, we're going to do quick hitters. I'm so good. I'm not even going to read it. I already know what it is.
Wow.
Yeah. Psychic.
That's crazy.
That's so Raven. But what NBA storyline are you most looking forward to this year? Or you're going to be paying most attention to, excuse me.
I got two. And they're pretty basic, but they're the ones that I want to know. I really want to know how this John Wall and Westbrook trade is gonna work out for both teams. Mm-hmm. I want to see. I think it's gonna fail, but I want to see just how it goes. And then I really want to see. I want to see Kyrie and KD. I want to see if KD is gonna come back and try to reassert himself as the best player in the league, as he believes he is, which I guess he could believe that. But I want to see if he's going to come back and if the Nets are really going to be this powerhouse that they're supposed to be and projected to be.
I think I'm going to be paying attention to the Warriors because I think they did this without my boy Jerry West. Mm-hmm. I think if Jerry West was in the Golden State as opposed to he's with the Clippers now.
Yes, he is.
He would have. Who they would have got to replace Klay Thompson would have been crazy. I like Kelly Oubre. Don't get me wrong.
That was a great pickup.
Between him and Andrew Wiggins, you're going to get Klay Thompson, somehow. The problem is you're still short somebody, then, technically. If two people are doing that job. But, I want to say, because I would argue, since they've been on top, this is the first adversity they've had to really go through. I know they lost 3-1 and Draymond got kicked out, but I mean, regular season, last year was adversity, but, sometimes you just call a spade a spade.
No, that was an L.
Yeah, you had
everyone eats
what? Steph Curry got her game 6, game 7.
Yeah, he was my first round draft pick of my fantasy basketball.
Yeah. So game 6. Yeah. So I don't know that one. I'm kind of like, but yeah, this year I kind of want to see where they go because here's the thing. They could really fuck up a lot in the West. If they're still the 6 or 7 seed.
Oh, they're going to be the 6 or 7 seed.
I don't know that.
I think so.
Yeah.
But Curry's going to have to ball, though.
If that's my point.
He's going to have to ball.
Yeah, and we're going to really see who Draymond Green is.
I'm talking 20, average 20, 27 at least.
Draymond Green, if you don't average 15, 9, and 6 this year,
you suck.
I don't want to hear shit anymore.
You suck.
Because you got to catch and shoot. Andrew Wiggins can slash. Steph Curry's going to be running out 46 screens. You have no excuse. Even if you guys lose, if you don't have 15, 8.5, and 6, 5.5, I don't want to hear this shit anymore, and you stop talking to Charles Barkley because he would have done it.
Yeah, facts. Big factual statements.
You?
Let me hit you with your first one, which I thought was a very good question. Who's going to have a better record next season, the Hawks or the Suns?
Ooh.
I thought that was great. When
I was looking back.
Holy
I was
shit.
listening back to the last pod because we took a week off for Thanksgiving. But I was thinking when I said the 76ers is the team to like that kind.
Yeah.
I was thinking, damn, if we would have waited a week, the Hawks would, because the Hawks, all their signings seem so random. Dude. And so you put it together, I'm like, okay, my bad. But it seemed like they were just paying anybody anything. I was
it
like,
seemed that way.
especially when I think I already said it wrong. I thought they were gonna go get Gordon Hayward, but they didn't. He went to the Hornets. But I think because the East is easier, I think the Hawks have a chance.
They do.
And Rajon Rondo is going to really complement Trae Young a lot. I mean, because he's competitive. He gets a little ahead of himself. We saw him blow that 16-point lead in the fourth quarter to the Heat after he was kind of talking that shit. Rajon Rondo ain't gonna play that shit. I saw this nigga almost fought D Wade in Chicago. He does not give a fuck about Trae Young.
I think he's gonna teach Trae Young to be an actual facilitator of offense instead of just jacking up threes and running the pick and roll and seeing if they, if they're playing it high or low and then, dunking it off or passing it to the side.
And shout out to the Hawks for doing something I think that goes underrated in the NBA situation, because I know football they can't really do this because every person matters a little bit. Basketball's not as much. Putting veterans in that locker room. Went out, got Vince Carter, brought him back for that last year.
Yeah.
Went out, got Rajon Rondo. You went in, I feel like Vince Carter is the guy who teaches you how to be a professional. And then Rajon Rondo is going to be the guy who's like, okay, now that you know how to do this, let me explain to you how we get it done now.
It's like they saw that Trae Young has actual potential, so they're like, you know what, we can't. Let's not burn the years that we have with this guy.
Let's go spend some money and let's groom him.
If we're gonna take the L, we're gonna take the L swinging.
Hey, Detroit, did you hear that?
God,
get talent, teach them, and then groom them.
Yeah.
All right.
Second question.
What's been the highlight of your quarantine?
God, that's a hard question.
The celibacy, is that your highlight?
Highlight of quarantine. Is there really a highlight? Okay, you know what? Screw it.
Think about your life, not life.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm trying. My life is great, but it ain't that exciting. I have either a really corny. I have two really corny ones, I guess.
That's fine. People love corny.
Okay, two really corny ones. I really felt like with the quarantine and not being able to see kind of my friends as much and just not being able to go out there, it gave me more time in a sense to kind of reflect on myself, and kind of really pay attention.
Hey, you know why I don't want to hear this shit? Hey guys, I'm gonna cut the fans off. I'm gonna let you behind the curtain. When we started this pod, Travis was going through things in his life. He was a lot of changes. And I looked at this, man. And Josh will tell you, because I told him what you said to me. Because I almost fought you. Because I was like, wow, this nigga's this mad about this. I looked at Travis, and I'm mad at his question. Repeat your answer for the beginning again.
Saying that I got to focus on myself and do things for me more.
When I asked Travis, I said, hey, Trav, before we start this pod, you got to tell me, who are you?
Yes, and I got mad at that question. Yes.
And this nigga has the audacity to show growth on this pod. Don't show growth. Stay ignorant, nigga.
Come on. We showed growth with the shoes and the women.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's a good answer, though. I like that.
And then the other copy one was going to be LeBron James. LeBron James's championship. Because you know how I roll around here. It's all about the king.
You know what? I was trying to figure out what that list Travis had was when he started the answer, and I realized it was LeBron's dick in his mouth.
Yes.
Didn't realize that was coming.
But yes.
I think for me, it's more of I always tell people out of sight, out of mind doesn't mean I'm not thinking about you as much.
Yeah,
I mean, I tell you, that's literally what it means.
Yeah.
But I'm someone who Josh knows for a fact, when he was at school, when you go to school, I probably talk to my friends more when they're not around me. That's something I make a concerning effort to do. Because I know what it's like to be on the other side of the country. And when I was in Vermont, I love my friends, but it wasn't niggas was really checking up on Zoe. You know what I mean? I'm just going to call a spade a spade. I love y'all, but it was 8 years ago. I'm not tripping off it. But what I learned this is knowing who your friends are. People say, I think money and adversity will tell you who the people in your life are, who they really are. And I get it. It's a pandemic. It's not like we're going to war. But a lot of people's mental health is at war.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And I feel like a lot of, having people reach out just to be I'm the king of AU alive text. I always send niggas that AU alive, you good? But I was very pleased to see some of my friends who I don't consider those type of people to reach out who did that. Yeah. And then, keep a spade a spade. We travel in very similar friend groups. We had to cut some niggas off, bro. It's just that simple. Yeah. It's just that simple.
Yeah, we had to cut people off. It was sad.
You get older, and I'll say this. Ironically, this might be a bar. When the world got still, we started to see how niggas were moving.
Okay.
And that shit. Some of these niggas are. That was fire. Yeah, that was a bar. Yeah. When the world got still, we got to see how certain people were moving out here. Really, because when you're not doing with the hustle and bustle, everything, and you're You got to focus on yourself, but sometimes just focus on yourself is one thing, but focusing on what you have to do is something else. Yeah. And I think when the world's moving, we're focusing on what we have to do, and we don't see how nasty and some of the things we let go and how just like twisted some of our people in our lives are. I wouldn't say just friends, but just people in our lives. And I'm just like a lot of these people are nasty, bro. Yeah, and I mean, like, some of them are nasty, and some of them are just moving foul. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? 3 seconds or travel is still a foul, or still a violation. Yeah. You know? Josh, what did you learn? I feel like this is a good one for you.
The thing I've learned the most is, like, mental health. Honestly, like, when you're by yourself a lot during quarantine, you got to check up on your friends, like you said, and then just, like, check up on yourself, bro. Like, make sure you're doing the right things, make sure you're eating healthy, make sure you're still being active and doing, like, things where you're just not being like a piece of shit throughout the day. That's what
because real, like you said, the mental health, like working from home, I've been working from home since March, you know, and at first I was like, oh yeah, sick as shit. You wake up, roll out of bed, gets to handling. After 2 months, I was ready to like. Okay.
No, say it. You can say it. It's an expression. It's an expression.
But I don't like that. I don't like it. But you know what I mean. I was not having it. Like, I was like, dude, like, something's got to change. Like, this is nuts. Just being in my room, the dungeon, you know, every single day for 8.5 hours, and then after that I get off, and it's like, well, where am I supposed to go? I mean, yeah, like you said, be active, but like after that I go back right to my office. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so the mental health for sure.
Yeah, bro. Hey, do something. Find any little thing for you. Do a puzzle. I started working out and going on walks, and I thought I was going on walks, honest to God, to like help.
Damn, you are washed.
Yeah, I'm super washed, but like. Oh, that's fine. But yeah, I thought I was going on walks, honestly, at first, like, to get more in shape, you know. Mm-hmm. But I hadn't gone on one in about 3 weeks. I went on one like 3 days ago, did like 4 or 5. And I was like, oh, I was much happy, like, just getting outside, like fresh air. Like I know they say, like, you can't go outside, but I'm like, bro, like, I've woken up at 7 o'clock in the morning to go on a walk just so I know I'm by myself. Yeah. You know what I mean? Go, like, breathe some air. Yeah. Do a puzzles. Like, enjoy your backyard.
Get active, people. It'll help the mental. Yeah. All right, your second question, Zoe. Are you cool with getting drunk in front of your family?
Wow. Actually, no. I could see. We can be transparent here. Zoe has a DUI. And I lost someone very close to me right before said DUI. Mm-hmm. Right before, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I went through a dark hole. I wouldn't ironically, I think when I got done having to do all like the classes and stuff for my DUI, I think I was so angry that I had to do it when I didn't think I had a problem. And I don't think when I got the DUI I had a problem, to be honest with you. But I think just like the constant judgment, feeling like I let myself down, my family down, everything like that, I would oh, excuse me. I got my DUI right before I turned 21. Like,
so it's like, so you're saying that it's tied to that because they're connecting it to the past.
Yeah, and it's like and I'll say I didn't do myself any favors. Yeah, you know, I've been drunk around my family, but yeah, I'd say in the last. I get drunk with my family. Yes, but drunk around your family is something different because it's like,
true. I like that. I like that different. I like that
because
that's
completely different. Christmas we drink a little. Yeah, but we don't really drink like. But if I get smacked on Christmas, that looks bad. But if 4th of July and we're all tossed, that's different. But it's you don't want to be the guy.
Family's a great family to get drunk with.
Yeah, if you get drunk with my family, but also if you get drunk around my family, we are going to talk just as much shit. And it's going to suck because you're the only one drunk.
Yeah, it's pretty bad there.
What do you think?
For my family,
because your family's fairly small.
Yeah, my very, 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 very small, tight knit. Drinking with TT with TT. She's funny. I always mess around with her. How she is funny. The Virginia girl comes out of her and she starts the weird country accent comes out of nowhere and I'm like, dude,
she got some fire stories.
Like, who are you?
Hey, Mama T has fire stories too.
She does. And then it's funny because when she drinks, she comes with the heat.
She does. She
comes with heat. Yeah, it's like she's been like exactly saving up something for you. But I don't do it a lot. But it is a good time, and I'd say I'm comfortable with it. I just don't do it a lot, but yeah.
Nobody in your family drinks like that, huh? Like Dave doesn't drink like that.
Nobody in my family. Nobody.
Yeah, no, yeah. Look, half of this. I want you to know, the Young and the Wash is sponsored by Josh's Cabinet and all the liquor that people leave here that they just don't drink. Next one.
That's you.
Oh, is it me?
Yep.
My bad.
That's all good, baby.
Oh, this is actually a good one. Average. Or, yeah, that's good.
Average.
No, not average. I feel like I was going to say, this is a question that's been asked all week. I didn't mean to say average. But, who won the John Wall Westbrook trade?
Okay. And it's funny. I talk to people on PlayStation as Trey. Catch me on COD. That is my name. I was talking to him. I said if John Wall stays healthy for the first 2 years, the Rockets win out in the trade. That's how I see it.
Yeah, because
he has to stay healthy.
They got to first. I heard Rachel Nichols say something, and I think the opposite of what she said. But though her point was valid, she was like, "At least with Westbrook, you know what you're getting."
Mm-hmm. Facts.
Which is great. But much like any other thing that could be viewed as a project, like this is a project, like when you don't know the outcome, the possibilities are endless.
Yeah.
Which means for every bad thing there are, it's all about perspective. If you only think John Wall can do bad things, then you're only expecting bad things.
Yeah.
So my thing is like this, like people forget, and I'm not a John Wall fan.
I think he's very underrated.
I accidentally auto-drafted him in my fantasy league like 2 years ago, and I wish I could bring up the text messages of me trying to get rid of him in the group message. I almost sold this man for 3 roll tacos. But what I think is crazy is like people forget, like the fastest person with the ball in the league, faster than Derrick Rose and Russell Westbrook,
John Wall, one of the fastest handles, not maybe the silkiest, but that crossover, that mixing capability is crazy. And I think because, we saw Russell Westbrook stop shooting threes as much in Houston. Granted, I'll say Russell stopped shooting threes in a system where you're only supposed to do that, really, and he was able to show some success. John Wall doesn't shoot threes like that anyway. Yeah, no,
he'll shoot, but that's not his game, and he knows it's not his game. He's not pressing the issue, and I think he's a less selfish facilitator.
Exactly, and that's why I think it actually might work.
We're gonna have this conversation later about how you can be great and selfish because people don't believe it's true when you look at stats, but some players are great and selfish.
Yeah. But you don't want to see John Wall coming that speed down the lane, though. If you watch John Wall highlights,
give up the ball.
Watch how many times this fool comes down the lane and just bangs. He is a problem when he comes into. I like John Wall a lot. I just wish that the Wizards, that organization, just wasn't it. And then he got hurt those couple of years and just kind of set him back. And so I'm like,
can we talk about this? And I know we're supposed to be doing quick hitters, but this is gonna be the longest episode of the year. It might be the last one. We'll see how next week goes. The Wizards, I know I made the Suns comparison with the 76ers. The Wizards might be the worst ran organization since Caron Butler, Antoine Jameson, and Gilbert Arenas left.
The Wizards are the worst run organization in the NBA.
Yeah.
For sure, I think
so. I think John Wall came out with a dance. Bradley Beal's obviously very exciting, the youngest player to ever be in the NBA, I think, technically. And it just doesn't translate. They try to go get I'm not going to say the man's name because I don't want to butcher it. My boy from Toronto, the GM/president. Mujiri, yeah. Or, I'm sorry, I don't mean to butcher your name. But because he's from D.C., he didn't want to come home.
Yeah.
So, you know how hard it is to convince him? Like, bro, this man's like, I'd rather have a work visa.
Yeah,
like,
honestly.
Bro, we've seen Obama at Mystic games. He don't come to I never seen him at a Wizards game. He might be there. I ain't seen him.
Yeah, they either say you're competing or you're rebuilding, and they're never either. So it's like
I've never seen someone constantly have the 17th pick in the draft.
Yeah, it's incredible.
It's amazing. Yeah. I think you have one more.
Yes, for you, your third one. Whose future would you rather have, Kyler Murray or Justin Herbert? Wow. you make your face.
It's a good question, honestly.
I'm gonna go back to another organization thing. We've seen the Cardinals try.
Yeah, they're trying.
They went and I've seen them do with players who we thought were dead in the water. I thought Carson Palmer when he got there, granted different regime years ago, but some stains just stick in your mouth. Like the Browns are trash and they're gonna be trash too. Not now, but they've gone through so many different changes. Sometimes the stain is just a stain, and I think the Cardinals don't have a stain. They went Chandler Jones led leading sacks last year. I mean, and even to the degree of they've shown the owner has shown willingness to try to go out and get people who will take risks. Do we remember when Carson Palmer was on the Raiders?
Yes.
I thought his career was over, bro.
Yep.
He goes to the Cardinals NFC Championship game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Yeah. So, and obviously different team. I think that was Bruce Arians at the time. Totally different. I get it. But what I'm saying is you got to be willing to have people who are willing to do things. And if you don't have that, I no offense to the Chargers.
Yeah.
Hey, congratulations. The black coach.
Who might get fired very soon.
Same problems.
Yeah.
And the worst part is he didn't start with these same problems.
No.
But,
I was gonna say it was almost like the Trae Young effect with the Hawks, and I think we need with the Arizona that they have a piece now. They saw Kyle Murray. They saw what he can do in his rookie year. Obviously, he's blowing up even more this year, and they're like, you know what? Let's while he's young, while he's fresh, let's go get people for him right now. Let's try to win right now. And that's what they're doing.
I think the only thing, I'll say that, just facts, because it's always easier to win when your quarterback's on a rookie deal. They need to win before they have to get a new corner or a new second wide receiver. They have to do that. Obviously, Larry Fitzgerald's not like the greatest in the world, but that locker room presence is real. And when Patrick Peterson leaves, one thing we all know playing like offense, when a scrub comes on the field, we all know. Josh, when we used to play football and that linebacker come out and I'm 6'1", when we're
getting the ball,
I'm getting the ball because he's 5'9". Yeah, it's just easy, like, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying that like I was nice, but I mean like the level of competition changes, you know what I mean? But we'll see.
I'm going Justin Herbert.
The Chargers, the Chargers gotta, they spent a lot of money. Spent a whole lot of money this offseason. So we got to make it count.
I just need him healthy. I need the Chargers healthy.
I need depth, and I feel like we've been saying that for 7 years.
I need health.
If the Chargers drafted their first round picks the same way that they do, but then we're able to get not the actual people, because the Cowboys shoot my shit, but the Cowboys draft well late in the draft, just like the Patriots. They were able to find a way to manage that. They'd be straight, bro, because they just have no depth. Every position, the starters and all-star are a Pro Bowler,
it's crazy.
And then the second guy hasn't got a rep all season. My last one is, what are you thankful for?
What am I thankful for? Damn, such a generic question.
Thanksgiving theme. Had to throw it in there, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thanksgiving.
We didn't do a show last week, so I had to roll it over.
Clarify thankfulness with Thanksgiving. Are you not thankful?
No. I thought it was like this as a whole, but I guess it's still gonna be like the same thing. I'll pretty much say what I said because I had again very small. My sister was working at the hospital she works at, and it was just me and my mom, so it was kind of cool. And I'll just say the same thing. I just told her that like I'm just thankful. I don't have a big family, so I treat my friends as if they're family, and just have those connections. And so, if anything, I'm very grateful for the people that are around me and who have been there with me through like all my process, and forever thankful for the most important person in my life, which is my mom. My mom is my warrior, my rock, and so if anything, I'm just so thankful for my little family and for my mom. Those are the things I'm most
Travis had a good cleanup because I was about to be like, bro, it was just you and your mom.
Yep.
And you didn't do anything, and you still left me on red on Thanksgiving when I texted this nigga. But you saved it. Yeah, you left me on red. It's all
damn.
Good. It's all good. But you cleaned it up with your mom's thing, so I can't attack you. I just want to let you know what I was thinking. It's gonna sound redundant and lame and shit, but I don't care. I'm thankful for how real this year has gotten. Like there's been lows, there's been highs.
Yeah.
I always say self-awareness is probably the best tool you can have in life. If you know who you are, you can either change who you are or become a better version of yourself. And I believe this whole having to sit down and see how, like I said, when the world gets still, you see how people move. You also get to see how you move.
Yeah.
And I feel like this, to be honest, I was someone who was not moving at all. I was just getting very stagnant doing what I had to do in life. And I had, luckily, people around us that have, around me, including you guys, that have allowed me to see buy into the potential that I may or may not have and, actually take a chance on the growth, you know what I mean, that, could be there. And if it's not, this year was a mulligan anyway, so why not shoot? You know what I mean? Josh?
I'm thankful for JP25 Media. For the people that I've connected with, like my friends, you guys, I'm with you guys all the time, my family, and I'm glad I could do this with my dad for my brother. JP25 Media is for Jake Palais.
Yeah, if we're gonna do this and let's shout out some. I want to do a quick just run off on people that we've lost. I'm thankful for. Thankful for Tommy Henderson. I'm thankful for Gabe Gomez. I'm thankful for Jake Palais and anybody else I might be missing right now. Just because I wake up I keep a picture of Gabe Gomez in my wallet every day. I'm here with JP25 Media. My dad's got the sticker for Tommy on the back, and those are my boys. And we've lost a lot of other people. Don't think I'm not naming people that we've lost, but those are the three that stand out to me more immediately. And I just want to this is for you guys. The narrative and the story is not going to change. This is for the people who, at least with Gabe, would be on my ass right now.
Oh, he would love this. Jake and Gabe and of course Tommy. He was always there for us. But those two, Gabe and Jake, they'd see the things that we're doing right now and it would be like, that's the sickest shit. They'd
be all about it. Yeah.
All about it.
Jake has
everything about it.
Jake has a lot of miles in him where it's shut the fuck up, Zoe. And then I find out later, it's oh yeah, your brother showed me your show. But like, be like, oh, but I was like, hey, Miles, is it cool? He'd be like, it's fucking trash. Like Jake would walk in here like, I don't give a fuck about your show. Hey, but you guys need a guest? Like that'd be some Jake shit to like do. Yeah,
exactly.
Sure. Shut your bald fat ass up, though. Like that'd be some shit he would say to me.
Yes, definitely.
But that was your last one, right? You don't
no, you have one more technically. Okay. What's one thing that you cannot live without?
Eeks.
Who?
Yeah, me too.
Joking.
Cheeks?
That's
a tough question. I'm thinking about this, and I'm like,
I can live without sports. I gotta watch sports, bro.
Nah, you know what it is? I would think
12-year-old Travis is saying chocolate milk.
Video games?
I was gonna say something corny like self-love. Like you need that to like you gotta love yourself.
That's pretty corny.
Keep going. Yeah.
Talking about like more of a material thing.
It's okay to be materialistic.
Streaming services.
Dude, I'm with you on that.
Wow,
I'm talking from the hub to Hulu.
I need YouTube, bro. I love YouTube.
OnlyFans, you know what I mean? I don't have an OnlyFans, but shout out to homie Tay Tay, you know what I mean? Go subscribe to her shit.
Hey,
you know, we support minorities, small-owned women's businesses around here. Do whatever you got to do, my guy. Hey, get paid, young brother, get paid. Or sister. But yeah, streaming services because people complain like I've during the pandemic I had to like cut down my spending a lot. About like how much they say all the streaming services are going to cost as much as cable, and it will. But the difference is the on-demand on cable isn't the same as a streaming service.
It's not.
Yeah, but I could do no sports. Clearly I can do without working out because I did that for a long time. I could go without a haircut. Did that. Yeah.
That's a good one. Sports.
Yeah, I you know what's funny, and I know this sounds stupid because we are a sports show, but I just think if it wasn't sports, I'd have my interest in something else. Like, you know what I mean, from a young age. But yeah, I think.
What about music?
See, that's what I thought he was gonna. That's something.
You know what?
When he said streaming services, I thought Apple and Spotify.
Well, I mean, technically, that would all like
that's a streaming service,
like,
right?
All right, so technically, they're described as DSPs, digital streaming platforms. Mm-hmm. So technically, Hulu, all those would be considered DSPs.
So like Spotify, all that.
All that is
considered.
That's my number one. I need that.
Speaking of DSPs, come check out Young in the Wash on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere that you can and get podcasts. Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Your ad can go right here.
But yeah, no, I like the sports one. I was talking to an individual. They're like, "Oh, I gotta go to. I'm going to church or something like that," and it's like Sunday, and I was just like, "Well, you know my church, and it's Chargers, 125, 105, like you know where I'm at." And I was telling them I'm like, for me, like sports is my religion. Like, like sports is a religion. Like I could do it every single time. Like, I was giving shit about how I'm number one in fantasy. Like I take fantasy so serious. Like there's certain, like when September comes around, I'm already looking. I'm already pre-drafting. I'm doing mock drafts 2 months ahead. Like I just love basketball. I just love it all.
So to get into the next segment, I have a couple of random things I want to go over. It's Christmas season. We're going to have to touch on that. We do also have a Spotify challenge coming out, also created by,
Sean Walchef.
Sean, I know your name. Do not think I don't know your name. Obviously, shout out Cali Cohn.
He's dyslexic, and I can't read.
Yeah, and also, I went to speech therapy for 6 years. I can't say your last name, Sean. You know I love you. Shout out to Purple Tear. Shout out to Kelly Comfort. We know who pays the bills. But there's a couple random things that I want to bring up. This isn't a homie court appearance, but remember when I brought up the what's a unique way you've tried to get women's attention?
Oh yes, I do remember that.
I finally come up for the 2 for you too. Josh already knows what I'm gonna say for him, but I figured it out for Trav.
Okay.
Trav, you are. And this is going to lead into the Christmas thing a little bit.
Okay.
You are the king of, I'm going to be everywhere you are and act like I'm not paying attention to you, but I'm only there because you're there.
Ooh, that's good.
Like, when Trav says he does the eye contact thing, he does. But what the follow-up of the Trav eye contact thing is Trav, like, and I'll see this because I'm going to be the friend if, like, I'm going to talk to her now because you annoyed me.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try to bag her friend. But, I mean, if we're going to be there, I mean, like, come on. Like, I don't make a wish pussy for niggas. Like, what the fuck?
Whoa.
But, what I think is hilarious is, like, if women are dancing, like, in a circle, Trav's going to stare at you and then be right next to you for as long as possible, like, but not pay attention.
I've done that before.
But when he's away from you, it's going to make eye contact, give you the eyes, do whatever. Stroke his beard like Will Smith in Aladdin.
Is this considered a beard? Am I officially?
It's a chin hair.
Okay.
It's a Jace.
It's not a beard.
Yeah, it's not a beard.
That's not crazy.
There's no
beard.
side.
Yeah. Trust me, I don't clarify that.
But it's not a goatee. Also,
I wish I could grow a beard.
Yeah.
I wish.
But, yeah, he's going to do that. And then Josh... I get on Josh for this. This is funny.
Please.
I tell Josh this because Josh is not manipulative but opportunistic. He's very good at saying genuine things at very emotionally crippling times.
I love his face
because he knows I'm
like
that. But when I say that, don't take it as negative. What I mean is like this. Josh, shout outs to the fam. They got a new dog, beautiful boxer. But Josh does very discreet things that he does.
He's using the power of
like,
the
puppet. And you know what? You know what? We might be stopping Josh's. We might be stopping Josh's game, but fuck it. You know what I mean? Hey, the way I look like this, if you truly got game, niggas see scouting reports. If you get buckets, you get buckets. You know what I mean? Josh this week, ladies and gentlemen, after having the audacity to be like, I don't do anything like thirsty. Like, I'm not doing it. Bro, first of all, let's talk about the initial one.
Was it the dog in the crotch?
No, that's we're getting there. We're getting there. And don't worry, guys. We're going to put the pictures here. I'm not letting him off the hook like that. Josh gets this beautiful dog. I'm happy for the family. Unfortunately, they lost another boxer Sugar a while back. So Josh gets this dog. Takes great pictures. His dad posts pictures. Mm-hmm. Very, like, husbandy. I'm glad I got a dog caption. Yeah. Josh, on the other hand, the dog is yay tall, yay long. Yeah. Like, Josh is 6'6", 206, on the floor, taking pictures, getting all these angles. I've seen Josh in relationships wouldn't do that for his girl. Wouldn't even do that.
Hell no.
If you saw him on Twitter, he could even throw her a good pass for her to catch his keys.
She didn't catch it either.
She didn't catch it. She wasn't the one.
Damn.
No shots. But he's got the time. He's got time.
You got time.
Hey, you know what's funny? Our video wasn't out 2 weeks later, but Josh got time to take pictures of this fucking dog. And then we're gonna get to this part also, the crotch pic.
That was. Even when I saw that, I mean, for me personally, I have two corgis, and when we got Sunny as a puppy, and so it is cute. They move around in these different places, but I did think it was hilarious. So like, I'm glad that you brought it up because I didn't think that you thought this deeply about this kind of and strongly about it.
Have you met me?
But when I saw that, I was like, interesting.
Hey, don't get me wrong. Like, it could have been worse, but I sat there and I was just like, oh, this is discreet. Like, and you want to know how I'm nasty. I thought about this. I was like, all right, Josh is wearing like gray pants, I think, or something like along those lines.
Always about the grays.
Yeah. In my head, I was like, trying to hide it. Trying to hide the president with the president. The dog's the president, and Josh, like, without saying in a caption, was like, this could be you, but bitch, you're on other niggas' dicks. I felt like that was subliminal. He had a female dog on his, but that could have been like, I was like, damn, this nigga's the Jay-Z.
You really dissected this.
Yes. And it's funny because when I texted him, he was already like,
I need comments now. I need to hear from the source now, please.
Bitches love dogs. Like facts are facts.
And that's what I want to say about the dog when he's like, oh, if I'm harping on his game, I'm like, the dog trick has been through history. Like, it's been done.
If there's tricks that will never fail.
He said,
there will be tricks that will always work. Bottle service videos, unfortunately, will always attract a certain female. Dogs. Random amounts of money, even though we'll get you shot and lined up on yourself, but will work.
Muscle cars.
It'll do it. Do we want the muscle car girls? I don't want the bottle service chick either nowadays, but I mean, she's probably got.
I'm just saying it's there.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's there.
The muscle car chick probably has Firebox, so let's be honest. What else is another one that works?
Babies.
Babies.
Babies work. Babies work. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Okay.
Women get baby fever.
Watch like your nephew or something.
Oh, okay. Okay. Because that's what I was thinking. I was like,
no, family member baby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's responsible. He can take care of this baby.
Yeah. Okay. And you know what also works? And this sounds fucked up, but you know what? 2021, we're gonna start calling everybody out. I've come to this conclusion. I'm calling them men, women, all types of bullshit.
Let's go.
The number one trick that works when trying to bag a chick is having a girlfriend.
Oh, absolutely.
It's crazy, and it's the supply and demand. You see that somebody that they have the demand, they're like, oh yeah, like, that they're with somebody, they're nice, so I want that person. Yep. You know what I'm saying? That makes you more attractive. It never made sense that when you'd be in a relationship, women talk about you, and then you get out of the relationship and they're like, oh, okay, well, he's available, I don't need it. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's like it's no different. Me and Josh were just talking about Katie Nolan. She used to work for Fox, had a daytime Emmy. ESPN basically got her, put her in a shitty show, shelved her. But guess what? No one else can use her. And guess what?
Yeah.
Now every other network that's seeing that she's disgruntled, guess what they're doing? Same thing ESPN did, trying to get her, trying to find her. It's no different than like you're great at your job.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't someone else who needs that job filled not look for you?
I
now
like
it's
that.
up to you. You gonna
like
be
that.
you gonna be Dirk
Huh.
or you gonna be Rondo? One's got more rings, one owns a whole city.
Facts.
I'd rather be Dirk.
Yeah, personally, but that's me. But going into the holiday season, talking about relationships and whatnot, we're gonna break down. This wasn't the most well thought out segment we have, but just Josh and Trav have been like in long term relationships at some point. I've showed up to a lot.
15 months long term.
I think anything over a year is a long relationship.
Is it?
Say.
We can start there. We can start there. Is that long term?
That's a good.
You've been in a
long-term
relationship.
Travis has never not been in a relationship.
Yeah.
I did the math. Hey, I thought about this, Josh, literally in my head. 7 months since we were 15.
That's incredible.
I think
Something
it's
like
literally
that.
been
That's
7
close.
months.
Quarantine's
I'd
been
say more
longer
like
than
a
7
year, but
months.
Yeah.
He's literally only been single 7 months since we were 15.
I'd say like more like a year, but yeah.
I don't think so. I was, and that was me rounding up.
Yeah.
Like Travis
I
never
know
been
so,
single
but
during the summer ever in his life.
But yeah.
Since we were 13, he's never been single during the summer.
That's cool, I guess.
He's never had a hot girl summer.
It is what it is.
It is what it is, exactly.
Yeah.
But if to answer the question, I think a year is long. Let's not play around like a year isn't a lot of time. It's just that when you start comparing it, that's when it's like if you're gonna go off on my relationship, like I would tell someone that like if you've gone out for a year, I'd be like you still don't even know that nigga. Like I'd be like you don't even know him. Like because again, I've been 8 years deep. You know what I'm saying? So like,
but I feel like But I feel like there's a difference. I think this is crazy, but I think the factors are. I think it's one of those things that we move the goalpost for. I think the older you are, the shorter the long-term relationships definition.
Exactly.
Because like you were in that 8 year, we have friends who've been in 10 years. I got a homie who's been dating the same chick since like middle school, basically.
Yeah.
But the difference is you've been dating her since middle school. You were either gonna break apart or be together. It's hard to say. 5 years. I met you when I was 20.
Yeah.
But like giving someone like you guys are 27. I'm 26. If I gave someone 15 months right now. At 26, about to be 27, that's a long time. But saying that at 20, it's like, I got
you got
know
time.
what I mean?
You got
so
some
I feel
time.
like, am I weird?
No, you're right.
That's
you're right.
100% true. Because I used to always mess around with people like I have coworkers and stuff. They're all a lot older than I'm the young gun, whatever. And I see people get married after 2 years. I'm like, oh, what? Like that's crazy. Like you know what I'm saying? I'm like, and that's why the whole time, like when you're 32 and you've been 2 years, you're like, well, family starts talking house buying, all that stuff. When I'm 18, 17 years old, and I'm 5 years deep, and I'm only 22 years old, it's like, well, do you even know yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, that's definitely you're 100% spot on.
Because I also think like this is like your criteria changes. Like at 22. I could fall in love and not care about your goals.
Yes.
I see you for who you are, not what you're going to be, which isn't a bad thing. No. But the thing is like the rest of my life, I got to kind of see who you want to be. Yeah. And the clock starts ticking. I also think like
that's a great topic.
This is we're going to stay we're going to stay here. We're not going to go to what we were talking about earlier. We might later. But anyway, I think your goals are a little different in the way that you also how you differentiate.
Yeah, I
what you're looking for in general, not just your goals. Like, I was talking to a young lady who told me she's turning she's gonna be near 30. She's not even 30, and I was thinking, and I'm enamored by this female to a certain degree. And I was like, damn,
big word.
You like that?
I did. I was like, wait, what?
Because I'm not infatuated. I'm enamored. But yeah, she turns 29 fairly soon, and I was sitting there thinking like, all right, I've known you for so and so. If I bag you, I get you pregnant in the next 3. Because if I don't, this don't work, I'm gonna be 31 by the time we get out of this shit. Like, how do you play the numbers game here? And I'm not on Team Rush shit. Like, my dad's one of 11. Ladies, I can pop one out at 39. Not doubting that. Not a question.
Got swimmers.
The skill is there.
Swimmers. My daddy Haitian and he's one of 11. We swim in my family. But the one I was just thinking in my head though, and that's obviously a huge jump of a timeline just talking to somebody. But I was thinking in my head, I was just like, damn, that's crazy, because this is like a goal in my head a little bit. So I'm like, okay, I'm fine with this to a certain degree. If it ever got there, I'm not saying it will or won't, but if it ever got there. But I also was like, at 22, I'd be like, she got the fatty, my nigga. That shit don't matter. Like I'm just trying to mount. I'll say this. when you get older, you're not wasting your time as much. Yeah. You know what you want. You see your goal, or you don't see your goal, or maybe you're just head over heels for someone, so it's straight. Like you can figure it out together. Yeah. But I feel like because you get older and you become more complete of a person or more aware of who you are, you need someone who you can honestly see yourself with. Yeah. Like, I think like when you look at women now, I'm like, oh, what's she gonna be like at 40? Whereas before I was just like, and them titties gonna drop when she gets to 29, like just stupid shit like that.
So it's funny because I wanted to kind of piggyback off of what you said there, and it's kind of almost gonna contradict in a way, and it's kind of my personal thing because I've been in relationships forever. I definitely feel now, and obviously moving forward, that I don't like to think in the future as much anymore. Like I want it to almost be day by day, and because when for me, like when I start looking to the future sometimes too far, I mean, I can't be oblivious to it, but when you start really harping on it, then it's almost like you're not there in the present and you're putting too much pressure on yourself and the relationship already without going through like the process of just like falling for the person every single day, and just like, and kind of going by that. Like, I don't know. I like that approach a little bit more now.
You know what's funny that you say this? Because I know what I think this is like, this is so weird that I'm correlating it like this, but it's like, people who take videos everywhere they go. Because I'm someone who, like, if you follow me on Snapchat, I don't really take a lot of Snapchat stories. I don't say no. I've never been on that. I stopped doing Snapchat videos after the first time I accidentally posted a video that was not supposed to go to the world. It only takes one time. But I think that's the difference of, like, because the argument the person who posts the video or, like, they record the whole concert they go to is, like, I'm still enjoying myself and now I get to look back on it. Which would be kind of like, I guess, what I'm saying to a certain degree. Yeah. Whereas yours would be how I feel about Snapchat. Like no, I want to just experience the concert.
Live it in the moment, almost, in a sense.
But I feel like, but I also think that depends on your criteria of who you date.
Yes, of course. I'm not just saying that for everything.
No, I feel like, because I feel like this, not saying you date this, but in the process of thinking that way, I would assume you come around a lot of, have we coined the phrase, do nothing ass bitches. Ain't doing nothing ass bitch, because she's gonna be fun. She's gonna be amazing. She's gonna be cool. She's got nothing but free time. She ain't got shit else to do. She's always down to go on vacation. Yeah. She's always. Whereas, like, in my personal opinion, I feel like the chick who's a little bit more mature, might have got goals, future thoughts, is like, nah, like, we're gonna go to Costco. We're gonna shop today. We're gonna sit down. We're gonna kick it. If we fuck, we fuck it. If we don't, we don't. And when I get up tomorrow, your ass better be here because we didn't get no fight for no boring shit. I don't believe. I heard Will Smith say this, like, your happiness can't come from who you're dating. You have to be happy and do that.
Of course.
But I also believe, like, you can't be dependent on someone to bring excitement into your life. Like, because the second that person doesn't do it, then you feel let down when that's not their job.
Yeah,
like it's just like that. I do get your point about every day. I do believe that you should show tokens of gratitude and love.
I'm just saying, for me,
it makes sense.
More elaborating, I guess, to keep, because like we can always move the goalposts and stuff. It's just, for me, it's just more of you can obviously still have someone that has goals. It's just like enjoy it now. Like enjoy the person every single day, and every single day, eventually it's going to grow into more. Maybe 6 months later, you're gonna be like, damn, I like her so much more. These goals and all these things, because you're just going, just living it kind of day by day, and then maybe 6 months, 3 months down the road, you're like, oh yeah, like now I am looking at these goals and these type of things, and even when you're looking at those goals, you're still just doing it day by day by day.
And I mean, I like yours to the same point though too, because I feel like the way I came across right now, it's like it almost sounds like you're taking someone for granted a little bit. The way I made that sound, like you don't like when you take. So I do understand your point. I just think it depends on I think everything's a mindset. You know what I mean? Like in the case, like, you have a regular job. You know what I mean? So that's a mindset. Me and Josh are trying to Josh especially, I'm just trying to help get this JP25 Media thing off the ground for real. So in my head, I'm more of like, I need someone who, like, granted, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of days I sit around and don't do anything. You know what I mean? I love it. Yeah.
I love doing
But there's
nothing.
days where, like, me and Josh got to go to 3 different places and we got to shoot a video. And I don't need it. I think it's kind of hard to, I guess it's more like who you date, I guess is what I'm at. Like, it's going to be hard for, obviously everyone loves someone who's around people who can, like, deal with groups to a certain degree. But I think it's hard when, like, that person that you're dating has no goals or, like, no aspirations.
Of course.
Like the day by day thing works and it makes sense, but I think what I'm saying more about like the goals and like us as a couple and things matter more on my end because like there's gonna be days you get 4 text messages from me and that's it. Like there's gonna be days where we only get to FaceTime for 10 minutes because I'm doing other shit. I'm not saying I'm super busy. I'm just trying to be productive.
Yeah.
Also, look here, niggas on the internet, having a lot of shit to do does not make you productive. That makes you busy.
That's a good point.
Yeah, like
production and busy are completely different. I could be busy with bullshit.
It's like when people say practice makes perfect. No, it doesn't. If you do some bullshit and keep doing bullshit, you know what's going to end up like?
Bullshit.
Exactly. So it's just, I don't know. It's a little different for me. I feel like also like we're on two different sides of this jaded spectrum.
Of course.
Because you've been in nothing but long-term relationships, and my favorite relationships last 8 days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
My favorite.
Shouts out my weekend bays. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
But yeah, I just think it's a little bit different. I do like your perspective on that though. I didn't even think. I'm glad we finally got deep on here for a little bit. But like, yeah, I just think it all just depends on your goals, like
everything. I think
and where you are in your head also.
Of course, and not to cut you off, but to kind of go off of what you're saying, I think, and I'll kind of finalize it with this one, is just that obviously every circumstance is different. Not every person operates the same, not every relationship is going to be the same, so depending on what relationship you're in and where you're at in that relationship, it is going to be either not be day by day, but like you can either do day by day or you'll be more goal oriented, and just like whatever situation it is will present itself, but I just think that's how it works.
Yeah, that was good.
That was good.
That came out of nowhere.
Fuck Christmas.
We're definitely keeping that as a clip. Oh yeah,
because the do's and don'ts for Christmas, I was like,
because all right, here's my thing. I was trying to do some like clickbait shit kind of in my head because I'm like all right. So the Christmas thing. All right, fuck, we could just kind of half record it.
I was gonna say we can half bullshit.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking. We can half because like
okay. All right, no, go.
Because what I was gonna say, like my first one, I thought of like the do's and don'ts. It's like the price tag. Like don't have the price tag on the gift still, like and like I think that's
literally,
tacky.
Yeah,
that's
literally
tacky.
Simple shit like that is what I was
like when I got Gil his present, like their socks, and I couldn't rip off the thing, and the things that I really got with a pen and
that's what my mom always
just went in and
so like, these will be cut up and sent out. This probably won't actually make the episode, but we'll do a Young in the Wash do's and don'ts of Christmas. That's what we'll do. Fellas, do yourself a favor. Open your notes of your phone. We went over this with Luis. And she's going to, hopefully you're lucky, and her birthday and Christmas are spread out. She's going to say she wants something.
Unless you're me.
Write it in your notes. Yes, are you, like, yeah. Write it in your notes. So then when you're panicking, December 3rd, 4th, 5th, you can go to your notes folder.
Yeah.
And you already have an idea. And if that's not the idea, at least you got the wheel string.
Yeah.
So do some type of effort. Like, obviously you can be a last minute shopper like Travis says he is. But the last minute shop is fine as long as you have an idea.
Exactly.
Don't last minute shop me tank tops and draws. Ugh. Like,
I do like eating boxer briefs.
Oh no, I do.
Only from my mom and my grandmother and the mother of the woman I'm with.
Yes.
Once we work our way up to that.
Ladies, I know you guys don't care what we do. Like we talked about earlier with the dating situation, and like I might be busy. I've heard a phrase that's true. Women don't care what you do as long as you fit into their schedule. Which also means they know nothing about us.
I don't think any sex knows anything about the other one, honestly.
I think that I know a lot about my female friends and the women I've like been associated with. I'll say this. Don't just buy me cologne. Oh. Or if you do it, buy me the cologne that I like. I don't like no oaky cologne.
By the way, this man, his Versace cologne, it's fantastic.
Versace?
It's fantastic.
Yeah. But thank you. Don't try to be creative eventually. Men, we're simple. I get it.
Yeah, very simple.
But if you got me, all right, here's the thing. If you know my mom buys me tanks, and you know my dad buys me cologne, and this is your third Christmas.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Give me some pants.
Jeans. Also.
Shoes.
Also, don't. I feel like this is like a gift that you get only when you're like 14 from your mom, and when your girl hits you and you're like 40. The razor set. Like the electronic razor set, that's a thing that women do to niggas. And I'm just like,
if it's quality, I will say shout out to Evie who put me on. I just got like barber quality, like the clipper you use.
Whole different experience.
Whatever, the company, expensive. But like, if you got that for someone, if I received that at like 20 or at like 40, that's litty bitty.
But I'm 26.
That's true.
Also, sex is not a gift.
Good God. Do we even really have to say that?
Do you think there's niggas not out here falling for head? I would hope on Christmas it's not as much. Obviously, Valentine's Day, your birthday, the anniversaries, they try to get that one off.
Yeah.
Christmas, treat me like you treat your homegirls. Spend that 6 months. Pay attention to what I'm saying. I'll take a team T-shirt. I know it's the only thing you know I'd like. You know, I have tons of interest, but unless you're checking my YouTube history, you have no clue what the fuck I like.
What's another don't? Christmas.
Don't bring up politics at someone else's house.
Beautiful. And avoid family drama. If you come in, if you're Christmas and in your drama, like you get faded or like you're just starting unnecessary beef, like who the hell are you? Like where do you get off?
You know what? I'm gonna say something. I personally, because you know my family gets drunk, we drink. You know what I like? Don't start new beef on Christmas.
That's what
I like the little shots thrown of never end, like every family's got like a never ending beef.
Yes, of course.
Like Josh, you have a never ending beef in your family?
Of course.
I'm talking real dramatic. I'm talking real
that
dramatic.
40-year-old beef is the best like part of Christmas.
No, I'm talking causing drama. I'm talking causing drama
and keep continuing a beef are two different things.
Okay, yes. Okay. No, I'm talking causing drama. Like don't be that person, please. That's a don't. That's a huge don't.
Fellas, as someone whose friends have kids, as my mom wasn't single when she had me, but raised my older brother single, have a talk with your baby mama and your new girl before you sit down. Because I feel like, obviously, they're both going to come through. Respect your baby mom. She's part of your life. You made that decision. You might not like her as a person or a parent sometimes. You know what I mean? But she gave you, if we believe children are a gift, you know, some of these little niggas is bad, but if we believe children are a gift, then... you know, respect the person who gave you the gift. You know what I mean?
I like that.
You know, so just have a conversation. Obviously, I ain't got no kids. I can understand how this goes horrible so many different ways. But unless Christmas is at your house, which it could be, or if it's usually, I feel like when you're in a situation like that, you're probably fellas going to your mom's house or like an aunt's, and they both show up, just respect the house. Above all, respect the house. Don't be having political debates about shit. Even if everyone agrees, don't do it. It's just it's a time for like bringing people together.
Exactly.
Because you can all agree on the same candidate and then hate policies, and then it just starts like because then you're just nitpicking some hatred on like a day that's supposed to bring you together. Okay. Also, because I seen this one at a friend's Christmas. I went to his friend's. Do not let either one of your baby moms or your girlfriend open their gift in front of the other one.
Interesting.
Don't do that.
Interesting.
Because I know niggas who are cool with their baby moms. They got them a gift out of respect. I respect that.
Yeah,
you know? Hey,
if you can have that relationship,
I would say I'm lucky enough to know a couple dudes who are older than me who have like real relationships with their ex.
That's the way it's supposed to.
I respect the way it's
supposed to go. Like that's when you make that decision for the kid, like you said, that's your decision. Now, if you don't like the person, that's your decision. But like, unless they've done some really foul things that obviously like that we can't.
Yeah.
But like that's how it should be. It should be you should be sacrificing for the child.
Yeah,
and I have to deal with that personally for my family. I've always a bunch of stepchildren.
Yeah, because you got to remember like kids will remember like body language, energy, and they're gonna be very receptive. I don't know. They're gonna do what you do.
Sponge.
Yeah, they're a sponge. They're gonna glow it up. Like, oh, my dad didn't get my mom nothing for Christmas, and they've been rocky. So when me and my girl are beefing, I ain't gotta do nothing. I don't gotta try to save this. Yeah, and then also you just don't want to get in the fight if you lace your girl and you get your baby mom's like a gift card out of respect. But it's like, nigga, I have your kid half the week. You don't want to start that argument.
Yeah, no,
you don't want to start that argument. What's another one that's like, godly? Because there's some.
I don't really think.
Don't leave the house with your significant other beefing. Like that. Okay, that's a beef that needs to be spoken of. That whatever argument you and your girl had before you got there has to die before you walk in.
Like, or have a mutual understanding of like we're not gonna continue this into here.
Like that whole phrase, they don't go to sleep angry. Nah, fuck that bitch. You're gonna get all this angry energy. I'm gonna kick you when we're asleep. We're gonna do all this type of fucked up shit. You know what I mean? I'm gonna mutter like, God, I should have never left. Like, you know what I mean? But when we get in front of my family, I know, hey, we're supposed to be real niggas. Front show
front cap
like a Dodge grill. You know where a Dodge grill is? In the front. All right.
That's good.
Because there's nothing worse. You don't want to become those aunts and uncles who are beefing. Everyone has an aunt and uncle who's always beefing, and if you don't know, it's your parents.
I got one because I've been part of this. If you're a doer of extracurricular activities, don't leave the party to go do so said curricular activities and then come back when the people of the family don't know that's what you guys be on. You may have an understanding with your parent, but when it comes to your other family though, don't be that guy.
It's 2020.
Don't be that guy.
Take an edible.
Exactly.
Go for a walk. And here's the thing. Well, I think the most valuable move is get the family member who's cool with it, but not on that to go with you when you go on the walk.
It's a good one.
When you got like that cousin who don't smoke, he's doing something, whatever, he's great. When you go for the walk, be like, oh, auntie, like I just want to go for a walk, get some fresh air or something like that. Take the little, or like, take it who's not on that bullshit. So when you come back, they'll legit. Be like, he's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, well, I might have done all these. I got a chaperone. Yeah. Like, we're not wild.
And carry on that. I think maybe we already said it. And don't get too faded. Don't be the guy who blacks out at the party, please.
If you can't black out before food, you can't be drunkenly loud before the food.
Yes.
Is. And also, if you're gonna go for a walk, don't do it right before the food.
Yeah, no.
Wait a little bit, or wait like go about an hour before. So at least because there's nothing like getting stoned and then you open your eye during the prayer and everyone's eyes are open staring at you. Yeah.
Give the peek.
Yeah. What? There's gotta be some other funny ones. We're just gonna chop this up for a while. We're gonna chop this one. God.
Anything, Josh? Any do's or don'ts or pet peeves you got for Christmas?
Fuck, dude. I mean, you guys kind of covered all of them. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, don't get faded. Don't be that guy.
Know who you cannot leave your girl in the room with.
Ooh,
during family holidays.
Don't leave her in awkward situations.
Okay, I'm gonna call you out. Oh, one, introduce your girl to everybody.
Day party.
Yes. I've been trying to find a way to call Travis out on this. You don't have to introduce her because she's your girl. That's not why you're introducing her. You're introducing her because you brought her, and it's rude not to introduce her. Because now other niggas are confused. Because I've had a female friend come to like a family party, and she wasn't my girl. I still introduced her, and obviously they're gonna assume it. But it's like, oh, it's whatever. Like she just wanted to slide through.
It's a respect of actually of acknowledging the person
and, like, and the house.
I brought this person to this place, so I should.
And it's like you're usually at someone else's house.
Yeah.
Now, if my cousins show up and I got a female there, I expect my male cousins at least to introduce themselves to her. Yeah. And I'll be like, oh, and then at that point I'll explain. Yeah. He'll be like, oh, I'm so-and-so. She'll say I'm so-and-so. And I'll be like, oh, yeah, so-and-so, this is my blank whatever title, friend, girlfriend, whatever, But if you walk in, wave hi to everybody, be like, this is so-and-so. She don't need to shake everybody's hand.
That's the classy one.
She don't need to shake everybody's hand. She ain't running for president. She ain't got to kiss your little nieces and nephews on the forehead. She ain't Bill Clinton. But, you got, but as that happens, know who not to leave her in the room with.
Yes.
Everyone's got a cousin who's going to try to sell them something. You got a cousin who steals shit. You got a cousin who talks too much. You got a cousin you don't understand. You got a cousin who's a radical politician at the house. Everyone's got these type of cousins, and you're just sitting there. You cannot leave if your girlfriend is a 23-year-old botanologist or she's a nurse practitioner or something like that, you cannot leave her in the room with your cousin who just got out and just converted to Islam. Nothing against Islam or getting out, but you can't leave her in the room with him.
Jeez, that
she went to LCAP. She doesn't know what the fuck's going on. She's sitting there you can't.
She went to LCAP. That's in Lakeside, right?
Yeah, it's right now next to Verona. God, yeah, for our Africa audience. But you can't. You got to know who you can leave, and also the most important, you got to know which cousin to dap up and keep him moving. And that's for the reason of this. One of your cousins is too good of your friend, but also your cousin. Your cousins doesn't have to have the social cues that your friends have to have. Like Travis knows, there's certain jokes I don't make about Travis and certain females because even if I don't know information, that female assumes I know information because of how close we are. You know what I mean? Like the text I had in the group chat, I didn't send it because I'm like, this is going to sound worse than what it is because it's going to sound worse coming from me.
It would have been funny still. But
yeah, but what I mean by that is we all have a cousin or a family member or someone, or maybe your cousin's friend who's always around, and you ran the streets with them a little bit. You're out here doing God knows what. And he's going to be you remember when blank?
Oh.
You remember when blank?
That's me.
Oh, Keisha with that fat. And we've all done it on accident. Yeah. You know what I mean? But every family has that guy.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I'm the guy who doesn't let shit go and I remember everything. I make a point to not do that.
Yeah.
But like, every like, know which cousin and family member. Because most of the time, I always think it's like your older uncle too, because they can do something better. Yeah. Hey, boy, remember when you pissed your pants when you were 16 because you was scared for the championship game? I remember that shit. Like, that's what you don't need. And you know the funny, that person will always tell you a memory the second you see them.
Yeah, of course. There's always that one person who tells you that one thing every single time.
Yes, I do remember shitting my pants when I was in Vegas when I was 5, uncle. Like, I don't care. That didn't happen. But yeah,
okay.
It did happen to one of my cousins, but yeah, I'm not gonna put his business out there. Like
I put my business out there, so it's all right.
Yeah, Travis is the brown stain warrior.
That's a good one.
But, this is another installment of the Young and the Wash. For an episode where we really didn't have shit to talk about, I'm actually surprised we got this far. Yes. We might be back next week. We might not. If not, happy holidays. Keep your creepy uncle away from the kids, and
Jesus,
love thyself.